Hello YouTube, welcome to a commentary channel. Now, a few videos back I was paying homage to a very, in my opinion, a great man, David Paulides. Now, if you haven't seen his documentaries, The Missing 411, Missing 411 The Hunted, The Missing 411 The UFO Connections, and also his YouTube channel, I would advise you to do so. Now, my channel isn't necessarily to do with missing people. I explore any type of topic from life to death, because from the moment we're born, we're dying. And I also explore, as I said, anything that's to do with life. Sometimes I discuss my own personal situation so that maybe you can learn from my mistakes. And, we all want to be better people, don't we? Anyway, David Paulides, often when he brings up missing cases, in the 411 missing cases, he discusses, I'm not going to even discuss point of separation, because that's not what this video is about. But when a person does go missing, there is a point of separation. But he talks about sometimes in a lot of missing people, there's water, a lot of water. And the second thing is a lot of volcanic big boulders. And being a psychic medium, I've listened to a lot of his cases, and I think when you've eliminated the rational, that they've had an accident, they've got lost, or they've been preyed on by a wild animal, you're left with the, well, for want of a better word, something that's not logical, that can't be explained. And for me, these happen to be where the woods, say for example a person's got lost in the woods, and they've been to this woods many times, and they're familiar with the woods, that for some reason the woods have changed. Sometimes I believe people have gone back or forward, or just gone completely in different time. Sometimes I believe it's UFO abductions, but most of the time I believe it's portals. And so I've done a bit of research, and I wanted to have a look at this correlation between water, 411 missing people, and volcanic rock, and portals. So I'm not going to look at the fact that maybe the Fae are involved, or cryptids are involved, or aliens involved. I'm just looking at portals today. So excuse me, because at the time when I do research, I have to save it to another screen. I don't have above me somewhere where I can just look and read it off the top. I've actually got to change screens on a very small channel, got a very cheap laptop, only Windows 10, so at the end of the year I'm going to have to get a new one. So my technology is not advanced, and I'm on a pensioner, so I do the best I can do. So let me just change channels and let's talk about it. So the idea of portals to other dimensions and parallel universes is a fascinating and complex topic, often explored in both scientific theories and speculative fiction. When it comes to the missing 411 cases, certain patterns, such as the involvement of bodies of water and volcanic boulders, have intrigued researchers and theorists. Here are some considerations for each element. So let's have a look at bodies of water. Number one, they have anomalous properties. So the quantum properties. Water has unique quantum properties that may facilitate or signal anomalies. The molecular structure of water allows it to hold and transfer energy and information in unusual ways. Now, for all of you people who want to know the chemistry of water, it's H2O, 2 hydrogens to 1 oxygen. So also it has electromagnetic fields. Large bodies of water can generate strong electromagnetic fields, which some theories suggest could interfere with or enhance the stability of portals or wormholes. And also, when I looked at this, remember I said I wasn't going to consider abductions by aliens or anything in these missing 411s, but I was going to look at why UFOs are attracted to water, or you find a UAP, which is a new term, sometimes submerged underwater. So we'll look at that as well. Anyway, number two, continuing bodies of water, looking at natural cover, hiding places. Water can act as a natural barrier or hiding place, making it more challenging to find missing persons or any evidence of their disappearance. Reflective properties. The reflective surface of water may have optical effects that could contribute to sightings or experiences of portals or other phenomena. Now we're going to have a look at the UFO sightings. Underwater bases. There are numerous reports of unidentified submersible objects, USOs, suggesting that UFOs may have underwater bases or use water as a medium for travel, possibly due to its unique properties. Now let's have a look at the other element of 411 cases, and that's volcanic boulders. Let's have a look at number one, the geological significance and the mineral composition. Volcanic rocks are rich in various minerals and metals, which may interact with the Earth's magnetic field in unusual ways. This could create conditions conducive to anomalies or portals. Have a look at Earth energies. Some theories suggest that certain geological formations, including volcanic boulders, are situated as energy vortexes or ley lines, which are believed to have heightened electromagnetic activity. 2. The symbolic importance. Ancient myth. Many cultures have myths and legends involving volcanic mountains and stones as sacred or mystical places, potentially linked to otherworldly experiences or entities. Historical significance. Historically, volcanic areas have been associated with significant geological and energetic events, contributing to the mystique surrounding them. Now let's have a look at water and volcanic boulders in missing 411 cases. Number one, environmental challenges. Difficult terrain. Both water and volcanic terrains present challenging environments for search and rescue operations, often resulting in delayed or abandoned searches. Disorientation. The rugged and often unstable nature of volcanic areas, combined with the presence of water, can disorientate individuals, contributing to the mysterious disappearances. 2. Theoretical portals. Natural conduits. The combination of water and volcanic activity might create natural conduits or weak points in the fabric of space-time, potentially leading to other dimensions or parallel universes. Energy interactions. The interactions between water's electromagnetic properties and the geological energy of volcanic rocks could theoretically create conditions suitable for the opening of portals. Conclusion. While there is no concrete scientific evidence to fully explain the connection between bodies of water, volcanic boulders, and the phenomena associated with missing 411 cases, the patterns and correlations observed are compelling. These elements, unique physical and energetic properties, contribute to theories involving portals and other dimensions. Exploring these connections further requires a combination of scientific inquiry, open-mindedness, and consideration of historical and cultural contexts. So coming back to me as a psychic medium, there were a few cases that I actually left comments on David Paulides' videos that I really believed people had disappeared into a portal. And what happens is that a person goes into a portal and goes missing, and for a little while the people are looking for them, the rescuers or the ground pounders, as David Paulides likes to call them, are searching. That missing person can see you, but you can't see them because they're in another it's like a very fine line. And what tends to happen is, I don't know why it happens and doesn't happen, why don't the researchers, the searchers, the people who are searching for these people find these portals? I don't know. But it does my head in. I don't understand that, because if a person has found a portal near a water or near volcanic rock, surely when they're being searched for, the searchers or the rescuers would find it too. But it doesn't seem to happen like that. It seems to be at a certain time that the veils between our Earth and parallel Earths or parallel universes or different dimensions at a specific time are open, are really thin. So maybe that explains that a day later, when searchers are looking for the person, the portal has already closed. But the person can still see the searchers until eventually it. So if you imagine this is Earth, and here is the portal opening up to the other, let's call it a dimension, and my thumb here is a person, and they go into this portal. Eventually what happens is it goes like this, and then takes that person and drifts away. And sometimes what can happen is then time passes and the portal reopens, but because that person hasn't had food or water, they've passed away. And so that's why they are found in an area that has been researched. Oh, sorry, I keep saying the word research, but searched multiple times before. And the other reason why I think, and that makes sense, when these people are found close to bodies of water, if water has properties that are really strange, that are possibly conductive to portals, then when the portal reopens, it makes sense that's where the person's found dead. Now, the other thing which I haven't discussed, and I'm not discussing here, is, as I've discussed this in other videos I've done on missing 411 people, is UFOs and the relationship with when people, especially young men, are found, is there's a relationship there between cattle mutilations and people going missing. Now remember also, just very quickly, there are multiple entities with different reasons and different purposes for abducting and people, and sometimes the alien or entity will take the person and you'll never see them again. Sometimes they'll be experimented on and they may be returned alive, they may be returned dead. We don't understand aliens because we're not aliens, we're humans. And we don't even understand the world we live in, let alone understand portals. You've got to also understand this. This is very important. We think time is linear, but it's not. All time is happening right here, right now. So yesterday, history, future, it's all here, all in the one. Everything is happening here now. But it's hard for us to understand that time is a man-made concept. And if you read a little bit of Einstein's theory of relativity, which I recommend you do, there's a Penguin book, very easy to read, and it explains how you can actually, using Einstein's theory of relativity, go back in time or go future in time, depending on the observer. All right, thanks very much. I'm slightly off topic there with time, but I think time plays a pivotal role in portals opening, and I think that UFOs or USOs, whatever you want to call them, unidentified objects, I'm going to call them entities, because I believe they're entities, all use portals. I'm sorry. For me, I don't believe in ET out there. This is only my own personal view. I'm not saying that we are the only species in the whole wide universe. I'm just saying that unless other ETs have found a wormhole, I don't think we're being visited by outer space. I think we're being visited through portals. And that would explain why we don't get sonic booms. And again, I'm off the subject, but I'm just explaining what I believe in. Anyway, cherish every moment. Please, please do watch David Paulides. Now, he doesn't even know me. I'm just a fan. So I get nothing from him. He's liked a comment or two of mine, but we don't know each other. I live in Australia. He lives in the United States. And I'm just an admirer. And I really think you should watch him. What he does, like I've said so many times before, if I went missing or one of my loved ones went missing, I would want David Paulides on my side. So remember, please watch him, because you will learn a lot about safety and, as I'd said, things at that point of separation. Anyway, thanks for watching. Cherish every moment. Every life matters. And love, light, and blessings. And I think I'm done. And I wouldn't even compare myself to David. He's a wonderful man. I just like to run with some of his ideas that he presents and explore them. But as I said, as a psychic medium, I believe a lot of these missing 411, when you rule out all of the, like Occam's razor says, the most simple explanation is usually the most correct. And when you've eliminated all rational, you're left with the irrational. All right, I'm done. Bye.